Hey, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Shanae, and today we're going to bake simple chocolate banana bread. It's such a delicious recipe and super easy to make. But before we start baking, I wanted to share a little tradition that I'm starting on my website and my social channels. And this tradition is called Bake to Share. I believe baking is all about creating memories and sharing the joy. And at the beginning of every month, I will be sharing really simple and easy baking recipes for you to bake and share with the people around you. If you join me on this tradition, I would love it if you would take a picture of the baked goods and share it on Instagram, Facebook, or email me the pictures so that I know you're baking with me and sharing the joy around the world. So now let's get started with the recipe. For this recipe, you will need banana, flour, sugar, eggs, cocoa powder, melted butter, chocolate chips, baking powder, baking soda, a little bit salt, and vanilla extract. And you'll need cooking spray for your pans. And like I said, it's really easy recipe. You can get the full recipe and ingredients amounts on my website. And today I'm doubling the recipe. On my blog, you will find the single bread recipe. And if you haven't watched my simple banana bread recipe, I will link it up here, and that is double batch recipe. And in that video I shared my secret to the moistest and most flavorful banana bread recipe, and that is frozen bananas. I had frozen bananas in my freezer and I just thawed it in a microwave, and we're not going to discard any of the juices. This juice is actually the secret to the moistest banana bread, and the flavor of the bananas is so potent and delicious. You will love it. I get hundreds of positive reviews on my banana bread recipe, and this chocolate version is just so good too. Smash all the bananas so that you don't have too many chunks of banana, as smooth as possible, but you don't have to go through a food process or anything. Just simply melt it and mash them with a wooden spoon or a fork. When you put the bananas into the freezer, make sure to put really ripe bananas that have lots of black spots all over. That way there will be very sweet bananas. Bananas are looking pretty good, and I'm going to add sugar, melted butter, and a little bit vanilla extract. I'm using my homemade vanilla extract. I shared a YouTube Shorts video earlier this week for homemade vanilla extract, so check it out if you haven't seen it. And we're going to add the eggs as well. I like to break the eggs separately. Lightly beat it before you add it. And the beauty of this recipe is you don't even need a mixer or anything, just a bowl and spoon is perfect. There's no excuses not to bake this delicious bread. So easy, simple ingredients. I'll mix it until it's nice and well combined. So it's looking good. And now I'm going to sift the dry ingredients. I like to sift it just in case if there's any lumps of flour and baking soda and whatnot. And the baking soda, baking powder, and salt. This is a large batch, so make sure to have a big bowl. This is a 4-quart bowl. I'll link the affiliate link in the description below. It's such a all-purpose, awesome set of mixing bowls, and I love it. And now we'll just mix the batter. You don't want to mix it too much, just until the dry ingredients incorporated into the batter. Over mixing will yield gummy banana bread, so that's why we don't want to overmix it. Oh, I forgot to mention that you can use natural cocoa powder or Dutch processed cocoa powder. It doesn't matter for this recipe, but Dutch processed cocoa powder yields more intense chocolate flavor and darker color, so I prefer Dutch processed cocoa powder for this recipe. But like I said, you can use natural cocoa powder as well. Okay, batter is mostly mixed. And now we'll add chocolate chips. You can't go wrong with too much chocolate. I will reserve some for the top, sprinkle it on top so that it looks nicer. Now we'll prepare our baking pans. Usually I use my 9x5 baking pan, bread pan like this. But today, because I'm going to bake this to give, I'm going to use this paper baking pans. I bought it on Amazon. I'll link it in the description below as well if you would like to. But you don't have to actually. You can just bake it in your regular pan, and then I'll show you how to package it to give it to people. Now we'll spray the pans. Just lightly spray it. And then we'll divide the batter into the baking pans as equal as you can. Now we'll sprinkle the reserved chocolate chips on top. Looking good. So I preheated my oven to 350 degrees and I'm going to bake them for about 50 to 55 minutes or until the inserted toothpick comes out clean. You can also bake this into muffins as well, and you can get the detailed directions on my website. I will link the recipe in the description below. Don't forget, if you're making this recipe, the link is provided. Sometimes I get the comments where the ingredients amounts, but I link all the recipes in the description below so that it's easy for you to print it out or whatnot. So into the oven it goes, and I'll see you in about an hour. My banana bread just came out of the oven. It's so hot and smells so good. We can't dive in right now because it still needs to cool completely. I love banana bread when it's still nice and warm with a little bit butter on top. It's just so delicious. Let me know if you butter your banana bread or not. Is that just me or somebody else does that too? Anyway, since we can't dive into this, I made a batch yesterday so that we can taste test it together as usual. And as promised, earlier I told you how to decorate the banana bread for sharing with other people. So basically I take a parchment paper and cut it to the length of the bread, and then I cover it like so. And then to make it look cute, I'm going to use kitchen twine like this, slide it on the bottom, and then tie it. It will look so cute. And also my designer designed this beautiful tag for us to use. You can download it for free from my website and cut it out, and then you can attach it to your baked goods with your twine like so, and then share the joy. Now let's go ahead and cut it into this banana bread, and I'll show you how awesome it is. So delicious. Oh my goodness. I warmed it up. I just need a cup of tea with this and I'm all set. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are going to join me on Bake to Share tradition, I would love to see your pictures. Please share it on Instagram or Facebook, or if you don't use social media, feel free to just send me an email. I love hearing from you and I love seeing your baked goods, and I really hope you will share the joy with me. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.